Let us explore quadratic relations in this particular video. We have taken a very important test question and I hope its solution will help many students. We'll adopt two different approaches to solve the particular question. In case you want to learn from me, you can always join my classes by sending an email on the address given. Let us now enjoy the journey of learning and success. I am Anil Kumar. Welcome to my YouTube channel and the website Global Math Institute. In this video, we have an example based on quadratic function. We will see how do we relate different parameters of a quadratic equation. Very interesting question. A parabola y equals to minus 2x squared minus 4x plus c with vertex minus 132 has y-intercept at P and x-intercept at Q and R. Find the area of the triangle PQR. Four options are given to us. You can always pause the video, answer the question, and then look into my suggestions. Now let's first try to understand the question. Since we are given minus 2, parabola opens down, and it does have a y-intercept and 2x intercepts. So let us say the parabola which opens down is something like this, right? So let me just sketch one. So it's just an estimate. So we are given minus 132. So somewhere here, we are given the vertex of the parabola. Let me redo this because the y-intercept, let me just redraw it. So let's say the parabola is kind of like this with the vertex clearly shown, right? So that seems to be the vertex which is at minus 1 and it is at 32. It does have a y-intercept which we are saying a point which is P, and the two x-intercepts, we are calling them Q and R, right? As you can see, a triangle PQR is formed, and what we need to do is find area of this triangle, right? So you need to find the area of triangle PQR. So basically, we need to find all the intercepts from the given condition. Once we have them, we can apply the formula and find the area, which is definitely half of base, which is QR, times OP, right? Which is the height of this triangle. So that will give us the area. Now, how do we find the intercepts? When we are given the equation, we are given minus 2x squared minus 4x plus c. The value of c is not known to us. So we need to find the value of c, which you can do very easily using the vertex, right? So you can use the vertex and find the value of c. And the other one will be a very interesting case, which we are going to see soon, right? So let me adopt the first method. We have the equation, which is y equals to minus 2x squared minus 4x plus c. And since the point, which is the vertex, which is at minus 132, is on the parabola, this point will satisfy the equation. So we can write this as 32 equals to minus 2 times minus 1 squared minus 4 times minus 1 plus c. And that gives us 32 equals to minus 2. That becomes plus 4 plus c. Or we can say 32 equals to 2 plus c. Or 32 minus 2 is the value of c. And that gives us c as equal to 30. So we know that the y-intercept is at 0, 30 for us, correct? So that is how you can find the value of c. Now once you have the value of c, you can find the x-intercepts. So let's move on to a fresh page. We just figured out that the equation should be y equals to minus 2x squared minus 4x plus 30. Now, let us find the x-intercepts. So, to find x-intercepts, the y value should be 0, right? Means y equals to 0. So, we are going to substitute y equals to 0 and then solve for x. You could use quadratic formula, but you can also factor. So, let me take minus 2 common, and in that case, we get x squared plus 2x minus 15. And this can be factored 3 times 5, 3 being negative, 5 being positive. So we get x plus 5 times x minus 3, and that should be equal to 0. So that gives us two x-intercepts. So x-intercepts are at x equals to minus 5 and x equals to 3. Right? So these are my x-intercepts. Knowing x and y intercepts, we can now find the area of the triangle. So let me just sketch the graph once again, and then we'll find the area. So let's say I'm making a small diagram here. So we figure out that this is minus 5. The other x-intercept is 3, and the y-intercept is 30 for us. The triangle, therefore, form will have height of 30, right? So these are the points P, Q, and R, right? To find the area of the triangle PQR, which is half base, which is PQ, times height, which is OP, right? So which is half of PQ is 3 minus 5, which is 8, and the height being 30. Or you can calculate this as 4 times 30, or equal to 120. And therefore, option B becomes the right option for the area of the triangle, correct? So that is a way to solve this particular question. Now, let me show you alternate method. This is just very interesting on a fresh page. So let's talk about the alternate method. We are given the vertex, right? And we are given the equation without the y-intercept. Well, we have very clearly in the equation, which is y equals to minus 2 x squared minus 4x plus c, we know that the vertex of this is minus 132, and therefore we could write this as minus 2, and since x value is minus 1 for the vertex, we get x plus 1 whole square, and 32 is the maximum, so plus 32. So that becomes the equation of parabola. Do you see that? So strictly speaking, if I know the point, I can actually directly write down the vertex form of the equation, right? And from here, I can find x-intercepts and y-intercept, right? So clearly, if I want to find the y-intercept, so in that case, I'll just put x equals to 0 and find the y-intercept, right? So in that case, it will be y equals to minus 2, 0 plus 1 whole square plus 32. And that clearly gives you minus 2 plus 32, which is equal to 30. So basically, we found the y-intercept c equals to 30 using this particular equation. You see that idea? So it's a very effective way of solving such questions. Perfect. Now, let's find out the x-intercept from the vertex form. So for x-intercept, we know that y is equal to 0. Putting y equals to 0 in the equation minus 2, x plus 1 whole square plus 32, we can write 2 times x plus 1 whole square equals to 32, and then we'll divide by 2 on both the sides, and that is equivalent to x plus 1 whole square equals to 16. And you can square root, right? So that gives you x plus 1 equals to plus minus square root of 16, which is plus minus 4, right? And from here, you can solve x as equal to -1 plus -4, and you get both the values, which are -5 and 3. You get the idea. So, using the vertex given to us and the equation without the value of constant c, we can actually calculate all the parameters as shown here, and then we can find the area, right? So, as we have seen just now, we could use either of the two methods. You get the idea? So, let me summarize. We used method 1, which was substitute the value, find c, right? And intercepts. And then we used method 2, in which we applied the vertex form. Correct? And then find the intercepts. Perfect. So both the methods really work out very well. And in this case, we know that the parabola was something like this, where we were given the vertex at -1, 32, y-intercept we found at 30, the x-intercepts at -5 and 3, and therefore the area of the triangle was easily calculated, sorry, not this one, with the intercepts. We are interested in the x and y intercepts. And we found that the area of the triangle was equal to half of 8 times 30, which gave us the value 120 square units, of course, and that is how we solved it. I hope all the steps are now absolutely clear to you. So these questions can be approached in many different ways. It's a good idea to understand these different ways. I hope concept is absolutely clear. In case you want to learn from me, you can always send an email on the address given. Perfect. So, if you like and subscribe to my videos, that would be great. Thanks for your time and all the best.